Hi, my name's Ron. I play Chet, who is sort of an uppity, stereotypical gay male in a relationship. He's utterly in love with Brian and is willing to do anything for him to make him happy. Brian.
I'm Jim. I'm playing Brian. I'm the other half of that couple, who is also utterly in love with Chet, but is afraid that we are in a bit of a slump and fears that if we don't do something wild to get us out of it, we're gonna stagnate. So we go looking for a friend.
Who I play, I'm Jacques. I play Jamie, and I was kicked out of the house for being a fuck up, apparently. I spent 2 years at Brooklyn Community studying psychology, and now to get by, I'm huntman.com?
Manhunt.
Manhunt.
Huntman.
Huntman. I'm on manhunt.com.
Couch hopper.
I'm male escort. Come on, I'm high class. I'm a male escort, and I sleep with people for money. And I kind of move into places that I sleep with people for, and just eat all their food, use all their shit until they decide to kick me out. So I have nowhere else to go, basically.
All right,
now.
you're starting to sound like a character.
Okay, sorry.
Next person.
Yes, well, I play Jerry. Oh, I'm Michael DiBartolo, and I play Jerry. Jerry is a character that is best friends with Brian, and he's a bit of a party boy, and he enjoys a good time, if you know what I'm saying. And
oh, I do.
I think Jerry's part in the play, he adds a bit of comedic relief, but also.
Are you saying we're not funny?
Yeah, what is this?
Well, not as, darling.
I'm hilarious, okay?
No, you're all wonderful. You're all wonderful. No, but Jerry comes to show a bit of a softer side at the end of the play, where you find out that Jerry actually is aware of what's going on, but he doesn't really like to get involved in things that are heavy.
Yeah.
Hello, boys! Frightful plane ride. Oh, I was squeezed next to this silly couple who kept falling asleep and snoring. Coach, this isn't what it used to be. You barely even get peanuts anymore. Although my flight attendant was a dream to die for.
Jerry.
I tried to get him to give me his number, but he was all like, the airline doesn't allow that. And I'm all like, oh please, they call you people sky sluts for a reason. So finally, after ordering my third screwdriver, I finally said, oh, come on, Mary, give it up. Anyway.
I think there's something very fun about over-the-top characters. I like to see how far you can go with them and still make it grounded in some sort of truth. Because people don't naturally behave that way. I think a lot of times our behavior is a response to how the world treats us. And I think Jerry is someone who has probably been ridiculed for being who he is, so his response is to just be as fabulous and wonderful as he can be. And it's almost a bit of a rebellion. And I like to play characters that go to these extremes. I think it's a good challenge for me as an actor. And I'm having a hell of a lot of fun with them, so I think that's, at the end of the day, all that matters right now.
Wow. Cool bedroom. Did you have design? You know, my uncle's an interior designer. I haven't spoken to him like in a few years, but maybe if I give him a call, he would totally hook it up.
Actually, Jamie, I'm an interior designer. When you work then. There's a recession out there, remember?
Oh, so you're the breadwinner in the family. So does that mean you're like the dad and Chet, you're like the mom?
We don't really like those types of labels.
Oh, really? Sounds pretty accurate to me.
Chet and Brian think that I'm going to come save their marriage, but I'm basically homeless, so this is what I do to like find shelter and food and all that stuff. So I basically just whore around.
Brian, to talk a little bit about the character, he's sort of a very rock solid, stable kind of guy, but he and Chet in a relationship have gotten to the point of being kind of a rut. So he worries that maybe their relationship will suffer down the road if they don't find a way to mix things up and bring it alive again. So he gets the idea to maybe have a three-way with someone from the internet. They try the three-way, and I think he kind of gets it out of his system, gets it off his chest, and like everything becomes good between him and Chet. After that, he doesn't really need Jamie's character anymore. It's like we've done what we needed to do, and he's ready to get rid of him. And I think at that point, it becomes about discovering how Chet has found this need to take care of someone and to support him in that, and sort of find where this relationship's going from there.
Chet has probably the biggest arc of anyone in the show. He doesn't realize that he's missing something in his life at the beginning, and Brian definitely is the impetus for bringing in that thing that was missing for him. And they realize a little late in the game that Jamie, or the idea of what Jamie is, has been missing from their life, and that is someone for them to take care of, or at least for Chet to take care of, and someone to make Chet feel like he's a little more needed. I think that's what Chet doesn't realize, is that he wants to be needed, and he needs to feel like someone appreciates him. He knows that Brian loves him, but it's, as he says in the play, it's different. Brian could get on without him. He wants someone who would fall apart without Chet, and that's what he's been looking for. And I think he finds it by the end of the script. Whether or not he's going to be happy with that, I don't know.
I hope that when people see this show, first, I hope they laugh their asses off. I hope they find it very funny and touching, and I hope that they can see a play like this in a relationship that is as open and sort of unconventional and a little crazy like this, and I think hopefully they can see a little something of themselves in it. Yeah, I hope they walk away with a smile.
I think one thing that I want the audience to see is that there really is a parallel between, you see this homosexual couple who have been married for 2 years and they have the same problems as any heterosexual couple would have after 2 years. And, you know, it really just goes to show you that there really isn't that big of a difference, that we're all kind of in the same boat. And, you know, gay couples don't have anything better or worse to offer one another when it comes to a relationship. We all have the same problems. We all go through the same issues, and we all, at the end of the day, are trying to fight to figure out how do we love each other and stay together. So I would want them to see that as a gay couple, these people are really the same. And
there's one thing I want the audience to take away from the show. It's the message of family, I guess. Not to judge a book by its cover.
I'm not a very political person, but I do feel that this play is telling the audience that homosexual couples have the same fears and insecurities and troubles that heterosexual couples do. And you hear a lot about heterosexual couples, you know, having a child or bringing something to their relationship just to try to save it. And I wonder if that's the same thing that's happening with Chet and Brian. And so I just want the audience to know that couples, relationships are the same, whether it's a man and a woman and a woman, or a man and a man. We all have the same struggles, we all have the same insecurities, and we basically all deal with them in the same way.